Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
Today's episode, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for the final episodes of HBO original series, Industry. So we're doing a review for episode 4 through 8. Since they all did drop on Thanksgiving weekend. Sadly, we had some technical difficulties when we first recorded this, and no audio was recorded. So, yeah. Back at it again. So, if you like what we're doing on this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and share the channel with your family and friends. And also, you can recommend us things to watch. We will definitely check those things out as well. Because, again, that's part of the whole movie social. It's the social part. Let's get social with it. Anyway, Steph, your reaction to these last few episodes.
So this was a great series. Breaking news, they did indeed get
season 2 coming out.
So we can't wait to see that and divulge into that. But all in all, this was a really good series. I enjoyed it in its totality, the character development, how some storylines did get a closure. So I thoroughly enjoyed this series.
Whew. All I can say is a lot happened in those last 5 episodes. Mm-hmm. And Harper, I don't know to like her or to hate her. That's how much each episode she switches back and forth. And I'm just going to say half of this cast is wild. Like, I understand, yeah, I expect, especially in most areas where you get a lot of money and all that, you see people doing wild stuff with drugs, sex, and even partying. But some of the stuff that they did on here, like no, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. I'm not going to go in depth into that. Bit. But yeah, it's some of the stuff that they did in these last few episodes, I was like, what? They did that? Really? Rewind. Did they really do that? Okay, it did. Mm-hmm. Crazy. But what was your favorite and least favorite for this series here?
So, my favorite aspect of the series was just honestly the series in totality. There's just the underside or the different side of the industry, as they call it, the stock market exchange, the business, how they do things, how they see things, them chasing after clients. It was definitely very interesting. And at one point, I was actually thinking about being, in the stock market when I was younger. But then I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because it seemed like it's very stressful, meeting deadlines, having to make the company a certain amount of money and all that good stuff.
I never thought about doing it, but it's something that wouldn't be too bad. It's numbers, math. Me and numbers is fine.
Yeah, I'm not good.
But I just don't feel like dealing with the stocks, because personally, me, I do not like the stock market. Honestly, no. I personally think it's kind of one of the biggest scams out there, next to the insurance industry. But hey,
yeah. But so that was just my favorite thing about it. My least favorite, it would honestly have to be the same thing, but in a different light. The underbelly of just the lifestyles that these people are living. I mean, how can one maintain and focus on the task at hand, the job at hand, with so much?
Well, you see, some of them couldn't.
Yeah, the drugs, the sex.
Some was showing up late.
Just so much drugs.
No, sex. Ain't nothing wrong. But some of the stuff they did.
That's what I mean. Like, there's just it's just like pressure on both ends. Pressure to like thrive in the social aspect or social realm of it, and then the pressure to thrive at work. And it's just like you're combining the two, and it's just. I don't mean to sound mean, but I could understand how in the first episode why the gentleman end up dying, because it's so much social.
Well, you know what they said, it was because of a heart issue or whatever, heart condition. But it was the stuff he was taking. Yeah. He put the pressure. Now, granted, a lot, especially what a lot of people were saying as well, it's true about the social classes and the economical classes and the pressure from his family.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable. It's relatable.
Very understandable.
But at the same time, some people gotta step away from that at some point and say,
very true.
It's my life, not yours. So I don't care how it affects what you claim to be as the family status. Because at the end of the day, most people don't care about your rest of your family. It's all about you anyway.
That's true. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, different people deal it with stress differently. And
well, everybody does things differently, so
unfortunately,
that's what makes us all unique.
But it definitely does seem like it's a stressful environment, a stressful job. But yeah, that would have to be how I felt most and least favorite.
So my least favorite moment would be the night of the Christmas party when they go to the, I guess, locker room, whatever, for the fitness area, and she has this man ejaculate in the mirror while she's touching on him. Has him finish himself off, and then he just releases himself onto the mirror. And then she has nothing wrong with that. This is where it got strange. Now, I'm not knocking anybody for what they're doing, but yeah, you're never going to have me doing this. She had him go and eat a little bit of his own ejaculation. I'm like,
listen, don't yuck their yum.
I'm just like,
don't yuck their yum. Okay. It's not for you. It's not for me. You.
But if you out there doing that, that's perfectly fine for you. It's just for some girl that I'm not even getting them from. You know I'm not doing all this for that.
You're yucking his yum.
I'm just going off of the fact of the character. He's going like 1,000 miles for her. And then what happens to an episode later? She wants nothing to do with him.
That's true.
So he got nothing out of it.
That is true.
And then on top of that, the side B to this for me that I didn't like was the whole attempted threesome between him, her, and Harper that went sideways and just was like, well, all because she was getting jealous that Harper was about to sleep with him, and her boyfriend kind of had a meltdown yet again, and then all of a sudden she wants him again.
It ain't sipping if you got it. Man was out there sipping for no reason.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, I seen no point in him doing that.
Nah.
It didn't justify at the end.
No.
My favorite part, though, would be the big plot twist towards the end of the season where Harper is stuck with an ultimatum because we can see they keep their jobs, all three of them. Of course, the black guy, they let him go because he really didn't do anything, and he was arrogant, honestly. And he thought he had it in the bag because she was going to keep him around just because of the whole situation, but turned out not to be. But Harper is left with, did she recant her statement that got her old supervisor fired and let him come back and then have to deal with her female counterpart not liking her? So she flips the whole script, gets her fired, and has him come back. Now, granted, yes, she was wrong for not believing Harper for the sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one way to go. Ouch. And then Harper to sit out there taking a smoke while she's getting shoved into a cab and taken away. Would you
really say shoved into a cab?
I'm not going to say shoved, but I mean, she was forced out of there like that. I mean, it wasn't a physical shove, but I mean, it was a shove, in my opinion. Either way.
That was wild. Listen, if it was a physical shove, I think I would have died laughing.
I mean, I wouldn't have died laughing. I would have been like, dang, that's really cool. Harper really would have been feeling some kind of way at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But that sets up a major setting for season 2.
Yes.
And so, for anybody that has not been watching this show thus far, would you recommend this series since we finished entire season 1 now?
Yes, definitely would recommend the series. It's a great series. As I stated, it shows you the beast of the industry, and it's a very good show, very good character development, very good characters and acting, and I would highly recommend this.
I would definitely say check this out because it's quite entertaining. it's got a lot of dynamics going on. And it's not like where you have this one main character that you focus on and then you have your supporting characters that you sometimes see. No, it's focusing on all of them as, in my opinion, a main character.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have their supervisor and everybody else is more like the supporting cast in it. And it was actually entertaining and good. Only 8 episodes for the first season. Have to wait and see how season 2 goes, if they're going to keep it with 8 or more. And it's all on HBO Max right now, so you can watch it all. But let us know if you have watched it, or if you plan to watch it, or you have some insight on the industry, your thoughts and opinions on this show, and what was your favorite moment from the entire series. And until next time.